Hello, folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/gameswithnick. We're continuing to push through to listen to Kay's backstory today. So that's where we left it off. Really?
Yes,
What did you remember?
my father.
When Dad you remember Dad? Is that a bad joke or is it a typo? I'm sure. When did you remember Dad? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke.
Oh, okay, it was a joke.
This is serious.
So, sorry. So you remember who your father was?
Yes,
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh, so your dad raised you?
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Let me emphasize the use of the word facility.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mention a mother as part of the family, and in several the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. I could not find myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked for my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at the moment. A few months later, he called me to his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Sitting next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in his life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shooed us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. Also another reference to hot tears. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as I tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman sitting outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, my lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd ever thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. That faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, bright, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. It was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of this project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved with my father's research. Had there been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. So, to summarize, he grew up in a facility. An old woman came in when he was 18 years of age and worked with him and his father for a while. Then he learned that the old woman had to die for the project, and then he was meant to be his father's spare. And he also used the word, I was created to be my father's spare. So, but all of that in the back of your mind if you've never played this game before to see what's going to happen. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
To remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but
I will also say there is maybe a mini plot hole here after Kia regains his memories and the way he reacts to things, but we'll get to it in due time.
would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
What's
I
wrong?
don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Well, we definitely don't want that. Are you okay?
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tonyochi myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily on the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. I feel like Kay's too big for that sofa, but maybe that's just me. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Fi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. Wink wink. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I was a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I'm trying to figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole notary game thing for? And what is your senior up to? Hell, how about who your senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed him. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
Trailed off. You heard that, right?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got onto the elevator?
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
The elevator was downstairs.
Thought so.
Let's go. I mean, what's your plan? I guess we were searching for Clover and Tenmyoji, but like, there's a chromatic doors. How do we know where to go now? Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
You're fine. Teenager Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. We headed to the first spot. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. Uh-oh. I will say, opening his pod was a bad idea because, in his case, he's dead. But if he hadn't been dead, wouldn't we have just jumped him? Anyways. What the hell?
Check his pulse!
Yeah, here's the need. I can see the bracelet. It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look, the oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Then that means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
I see a lion eating the sun, but that doesn't count yet because we haven't faced it yet.
Come on.
Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay! Wake up! Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like a death of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level to the spot to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
You know, I take back what I said before. There is actually no mini plot hole. Yeah, because if I account for that fact, that thing makes sense. Okay. Man, I just love this game. It's so well crafted. The only people who could have done it are Clover and Ted Mioji.
There's also Quark.
What? No! That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened a spot from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes, you could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Yeah, technically it's true.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've got only 7 minutes until the primary door is open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Is what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right.
I'm kind of surprised that she didn't take it, but...
Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Yeah, we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Oh, the yellow pair of bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the wrists and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Shit. They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or...
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they were in dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me! This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kate, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Uh-oh. What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? But what kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Oh, God damn it! That was bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Oh, I think we just found another lock. Damn it! When will I be able to get an actual ending? Look at us. Look at us. Alright, so this branch we're not going to deal with for now because I'm not trading Luna. So we're going to go back here and go in the middle. Okay, we're going to go through the other door to Myoji.
That means Dio and I will go with Alice.
And we'll be going through the magenta door. All right, then.
Better than it.
Okay, let's just skip all that. Blah, 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 blah.
But the
Where aren't we?
Hey, I'm not.
10, 9, 8.
Let's just go. Come on.
7,
We need to.
Yeah, let's go. Move,
3,
move, move. Nothing
2,
major happening.
1. 0. Chromatic.
I guess this is the infirmary, right? Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
So this is the infirmary?
Looks like it. That's what it said on the door, after all.
What the hell? Was there an infirmary right next to a warehouse?
Well, it's probably here if any of the workers get sick or hurt.
What workers?
Did you see the size of that place? A little big to just be somebody's garage.
Then you're saying people work here?
Maybe not now, but judging from the lack of dust, someone was here until recently.
There's a door in the back.
Think it'll open?
No way.
How can you be so sure?
Just look at it. You see that thing next to the door? What's it say?
Lock.
Almost like Tenmyoji has done escape rooms before.
Are you blind? It says lock right there.
Yeah, I just thought, maybe I could force it open.
Right. Let's have a look around, okay?
Yeah, good idea. Maybe there's one.
Okay. Alright. Malcoin-like thing. The notebook. All the pages are blank. That's not a drawer, apparently. A big screen. And there's a slot for, like, an SD card. Okay. Handheld scanner. Pushing the button. Screen is white. Okay, it looks like the sheet is giving us some stuff. Oh. It seems weird. See, when I scan part of the bed, a letter shows up here. It's probably a bunch of metal plates or something in the mattress. Think the scanner is just reading the letters carved into them? Maybe. My point is you're not going to get anywhere doing that. You need clues. This is a defibrillator. Adulteratic doctor. Automated external defibrillator. Chekhov's defibrillator. I actually think that particular thing doesn't play any role. Empty wash basin, a scalpel, an injection gun. A worn out key. A clipboard with a memory card. And a drawing. There's the safe. What's this? Tuberculine. Oh god, that's the drug. Doparil beta. It's the anesthetic. I think that's about it for the medicine. This is a drawer, but it's not open. There are buttons, but I don't know the code. Nope. Okay, there's a cover, but there's a couple of locks. Okay, maybe the side. Yep. You know, you could have made them work on the same side, really. Yeah, we're missing a piece on that key. A mirror that is too dirty to see anything. There's a working faucet. Bed. Something on the other side of the pillow. Oh, here we can definitely scalpel this piece out. So it's dirty. Anything under this pillow? Nope. And then this bed with the other half of the key. And under this pillow, nothing. Okay. You never know. The time you don't examine the pillows is the time that there is actually something inside the pillow. Alright. Oh, it's one of these, huh? Okay. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay, so let's see, we have 5 blues, 6 yellows, and 2 reds. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 reds. Okay, we found a note. Three, 1, 2, yellow, blue, red. What else do I have? Oh, the memory card, yes. TV. Okay. A is the white powder in the medicine bottle, and B is water. Okay. So we need to, can I just grab it? No. But I can put maybe this in. Then go get some water. Alright. And according to the hint, that's going to be a detergent, so it's going to clean the dirty thingy we have. Alright, also, so the blue is the pill, the yellow is the triangle, red is the bottle. Okay. The bed. Nope. No, put it there. Okay. Alright, so according to the memo, no, not the memo, the archive, it is first the blue, then the red, then the yellow. Blue, red, yellow, 4 or 5, cured. Okay, so this is the standard password. And for this one, maybe if we do yellow, blue, red. Certainly not. What if I put it backwards? What if I do it backwards? So if we were to flip it, it's blue, red, yellow. Yeah, no, this is not gonna do it. What if we do yellow, blue, red in that order? No. I want to try to spell virus. I think that might be the... XBKF EPUI. This is R. This is U. Okay, I'm just missing the S now. I'm sure there's a reasonable way to figure this out. There it is. So it is... Nope. Okay, virus is not the answer. Okay. So what am I looking at here? No, okay, let me go back to the... Like there's a medicine icon on it. How do I relate it to this? Rotate it straight, please. Oh. Okay, hey, close enough. The symbols don't actually match what's on the thing, so... No, I'm not sure. I need to look this up. Okay, so this is the LR Infirmary. Wait. Apparently there's another password here, which is 221. Why would 2 blue, 2 yellow, 1 red be a password? I am very confused. 2 blue, 2 yellow, 1 red. How are you supposed to get that? Okay, well... Found. This is the password. Alright, so we got moon and 2 stars above it is the safe password. Nope, safe password. Moon, star, star. Okay. Let's get the secret. And then sun, sun, sun. Alright. Before we do that, let's go read the secret that we just unlocked. So for Beta, one of the drugs used by the Nunnery bracelets and an extremely powerful anesthetic. It is the first drug injected when a participant breaks one of the rules. This drug also appeared in Virtuous' Word's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors. It was created by Mr. H, who was the president of Cradle Pharmaceutical and appeared in 999. He developed it by extracting and purifying an alkaloid from a variety of mandrake. High usage can lead to some side effects, including severe memory loss. It can also be aerosolized and used as anesthetic or knockout gas. Tubocurarine. One of the drugs used by the memory bracelets and an extremely powerful muscle relaxant. This is the second drug injected by the bracelets if the rule is broken. The tubocurarine is injected 9 minutes after a silver rope. It causes the respiratory muscles to cease functioning, and the body perishes from lack of oxygen. Tubocurarine is a component of some of the poisons used by indigenous populations in South America to tip their arrows with poison when hunting. It can be counteracted with a cholinesterase inhibitor, but it's not clear if the Norwegian facility has any of this antidote available. ATOM. Acronym for Automatically Diagnosis and Analysis Machine. This device uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose anyone put into it. It's similar to the MRI machines you might find in modern-day hospitals, only much smaller and much more efficient. An advanced computer built into the device can automatically diagnose most issues and ailments. If the subject of diagnosis is already deceased, the ATOM can perform a virtual autopsy to determine the cause of death. Newspaper excerpt. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Pandemic. When an epidemic spreads beyond a certain area, it becomes a pandemic. Gee, do we know something about this, huh? Some historical pandemics include cholera, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, the Black Plague, and smallpox. Certain influenza outbreaks also reached pandemic or near-pandemic levels of infection. In Spain in 1918, an influenza outbreak was said to have caused 40 to 50 million deaths. Radical 6. A powerful virus whose worldwide spread is an integral part of the story. If you want to know what Radical and 6 mean, you'll just have to play the game and find out. Injection gun. Powerful syringe that can use easily swappable vials. And there's the usual stuff. We got the map. We got the card keys. We got the supplementary rules. And there's the newspaper article. And finally, there's the exit key. Okay. Let's go. Yay, we found it.
Hey, someone's coming.
With Dio?
We bumped. Let me see the...
Yeah, we've seen this before. Come on. That's how you get 2-2-1. If you were to compare the clean sheet with the
There was
the pills on the wall, it was 2 blue, 2 yellow, and 1 red that were covered by the location where the numbers were. I don't know. It was a bit of a stretch, honestly. I was thinking maybe we needed to compare the two to get some idea of where to click. I did not consider it would give us another code for the drawer.
What the? This.
Yeah, this is the other floor. There's more chromatic doors. Blah blah blah.
Are these? Look.
Yeah, no good, Trent.
Is something?
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers. Oh yeah, the time left. 6 minutes.
You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Well, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Great.
Oh? Did it? Because if it did, we found.
Yeah, found it in the...
Yeah, everybody got the same supplementary rules thing. You go through the chromatic doors, free
I don't
reign,
think otherwise.
You mean that the Ambidex?
blah blah blah,
You
in the
found-
next rooms.
Let's head.
Stupid. Better hope.
Well, are you going or are you...
Alright, I'm going.
Alright, thank God we can finally
This
start
is the
skipping things.
infirmary. We were able.
That means you
Yeah.
like there's lot.
Oh, maybe I'll...
The hell?
Talked about the lounge, the grandpa thing.
Do you think?
I can't be sure yet. But there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah. There's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Yeah, I agree. They've probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are these two connected? I guess we never really ascertained how Clover and Alice are connected, except that they're colleagues, right? So. Alright, we should be able now to please skip. Alright. Got all the rules, we go in, there's the dead woman in here.
Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old. If we're going.
We bring it, Temioji is shocked. Autopsy. We don't know what happened to her. We go back and play the Ambidex room.
What? Are you? Nope. I don't believe. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there? I prefer just don't let him. Anyway, looks like the. No. Look at this. There's something there.
Something on the screen? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Alright. Skip.
For
Yep.
example, And 10 minutes. After all.
What? Don't.
First.
Skipping.
Okay. After all. No, I won't. Didn't you hear me?
1.
You see, have a nice trip.
We don't have to rock, paper, scissors. We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
Alright, this is cute, what they do here. And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Paper.
Rock.
Hey, looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
Ally.
Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
I guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
We'll be down to 1 point each. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2, 1.
And then last one before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. We always pick ally before we pick betray.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be... Thank you, Ambidex.
Okay, skip this.
So you chose ally, huh?
You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Oh, you worry too much. I'm sure Tamuji chose ally too.
See, That's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Hey, we're about.
Let's go.
Fine.
We should have a look.
Good. Looks like you. Let's. If every.
I'm sure Temyoji will have betrayed us. I have no hope. Yep. Everybody always fucking betrays us, man.
Here are the results from your now.
Sigma, I'm sorry.
Why, Temyoji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Temyoji. Why did you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice? Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Temyoji shuffled off the same way that I'd seen earlier, sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then did I notice an angry voice nearby.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative...
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray?
Fucking Dio, man.
No! I didn't do anything! I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
Alright, and the other team was also...
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Alright. Everybody's upset. Everybody's mad.
Zero would.
So let's get to the next big chunk we can't skip. And that's where we will call it.
Or maybe.
What? Yeah. Why am I?
I get it. Sigma, if any.
Yep, we got 1 BP. If we get betrayed, we lose. I'm a magenta.
Me too. Hey, it was. I'm a soul.
I'm a yellow pair.
So I'll be with Clover, it looks like, this time.
Me.
Still looks like a...
I'm a. Aren't you?
Yeah, says.
When did?
Alright, blah blah blah. With time, I start complaining about myself, I talk about my past. Why is this happening to me? Blah blah blah. Grinning and wasn't going to do anywhere. Get to the lounge.
Ah,
Another...
Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
No. Although I guess... I'd say that the comfort level of...
Dio.
Till the lunar
Right.
eclipse.
Can you just look at those rings?
It appears the covers.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the thing.
16 to-
Replaying this part for the third time.
Okay. Did you...
Nothing.
You...
There really, at least there was.
A cat? What? So just what the... Hey!
There isn't anything new or
It's
useful.
Anyway.
No.
Okay, so it's just don't tell. Oof.
Fine, never mind.
Talked about Schrodinger's cat. We're gonna move on.
Oh, hello. So this is where you... Did any of you find... You were... Hey. And? Useless.
What about you were one?
Found Radical 6.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Yeah, we found an infirmary safe.
The headline: Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay, the W at the immediate...
Silence.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us have shown any kind of symptoms, right?
Well, I do feel a little strange. I've lost my balance a few times.
My body feels kind of weird too, now that you mention it.
That's probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to...
You know,
fake
it's
us out.
possible.
That article is a fake.
Oh, actually, no, it's not possible because one of us is infected with Radical 6, so never mind.
Right? Probably.
Okay, so let's just skip ahead.
See? Why would a new...
Well,
An ass...
some sort.
Exact... Even I know. If it's only an...
I suppose.
Yes, you're right.
Good idea.
Alright. Then we go to the infirmary. And you know, I've been good about keeping these streams at an hour. But it makes more sense to keep going until we actually get to the next set of chromatic doors.
What do you want? Oh, I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I do that?
Because I betrayed you in the last AB game. I'm the reason you and Fire are down to 1 BP.
Yeah, but that's part of the reason to kill you.
Maybe.
Great talk, bud.
On this side of the divider, yeah. Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why's that?
Well, what? Isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
It's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear that it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh? Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her.
What's neodymium?
Who else could it be? Yeah. Not really. The gas, me and... So what if he doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here?
So him and Quark were brought together.
I'm pretty sure it won't. Quark's got nothing to do with this.
It's got something to do with you then.
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What?
You're wearing a bolo tie, man. You're automatically suspicious.
There's nothing suspicious about me.
When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
And forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it. Quark, don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I stared toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. Found him as around the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, stunned, confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? Are you alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tamioji. He looked back confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah, you were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast?
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Tamioji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Huh? Quark, get...
Okay, you're okay.
Gosh, you always... Yep, come on. I'm guessing...
Okay, he's gonna check up on the others. We're gonna move to the last location. I should have probably stopped it right after the game, because this is mostly kind of sort of new stuff. Too late for that now.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
No. What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So what exactly is the deal? What exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
Well, obviously you know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we were half sisters. Any chance you'd buy that one?
Sorry.
What do you...
What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. You said something about getting in touch with headquarters.
Alice, what should we do?
Clover and I are co-workers.
Okay, where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is it some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does it have something to do with Zero?
Well, why would you think that?
Because you seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. The way you were talking about an infirmary, there's even a Zero. Surely, it sure sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Seems like a good revelation time, actually. So we're gonna call it here for now. So thank you for watching. You find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick and youtube.com/gameswithnick. As usual, like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, all the good stuff. And we'll be back with one more part in just a minute if you're watching on Twitch. So see you in a second.